Moments on Mars. Mars Moments. Teeth wide enough for you, America?
Welcome back to Moments on Mars. This week we have a well-rounded point for you.
Just kidding.
See, the one advantage of modern technology is that it gives us the ability to disseminate information almost free of charge. The problem is that the same technology that's allowed us to create content so cheaply has also created a great deal of content. So, yeah, see, Norm will never figure this out. Norm wasn't even smart enough to figure it out last time around. Francis Crick was one of two individuals who is credited with having discovered the double helix structure of DNA, but the behind the story is that they only were able to do it by analyzing this lady's X-ray of like a quarter section of the strand, and they were able to see that it like repeated itself, and due to some extenuating circumstances they were able to realize that the only way that was possible is if it was the same structure imposed on itself backwards. Public knowledge, but Crick was wise enough to know that you couldn't tell everybody that, so he kept it quiet during his lifetime. Cut. You have to earn it every single time, and it has to be on an individual basis. You can't just buy into some sort of collective bullshit, because it just doesn't work. It's always individual. You can't bite your way through it. You can't buy your way through it, which is what I meant to say the first time. I'm just retarded. But it's always been an individual basis, and there's always been a commitment, and there's always been some sort of reward. And the reward's always been the same. Like, the legend's always the same. It's Nirvana, or it's Shangri-La, or Shambhala, or wherever. I mean, Journey to the Center of the Earth if you read little kids' books. But it's always the same story. There's eternal life, and everything's just fine and dandy. But it's always the same, like, archetype. And the reason for that is because it's all allegorical and symbolic anyway. Which is why all the legends and myths seems to make sense together, because they're all related, because they're all the same myth. Which may be coming from some sort of dog star, or some sort of supercomputer, or maybe from God, or maybe we're all just imagining everything. It's hard to tell. That's about all I got for right now. They like just as slow-paced on camera as I am off camera, but I really just don't give. Before our brief pause, we were speaking about, see, the problem is the demographic that we're searching for is not actually a demographic because we haven't created it yet. But it's going to be drawing on, like I said, possibly 1 out of every 64 individuals, or each one of those subjective experiences, so it's all fine. And that got a smile. The problem is we're going to have to find those people. And like we mentioned before, with the content of the 21st century, there's just so much crap out there that it's difficult to sometimes get pointed in the right direction, unless somebody points you in the right direction, in which case it's not difficult because somebody pointed you in the right direction. As profound as that statement sounds. Sorry, world, but I don't apologize to America. Just kidding! So hopefully now I only have to try and get it right once. just remember, don't break the 180-degree rule. I'll warn America about that, but the rest of the world already knows about the 180-degree rule, so it's fine. So which direction do you think we should invade North Korea from, the east or the west? I think probably the west. Go back to sleep, America. Your government's in control. It's not going to work. It's always going to be cheapened and hastily put together and just full of like cockamamie stew. And it's always been individual. For at least the last 6,000 years. The nuts and bolts of it. This time around, we're not going to pick up everybody. We're only going to pick up 1 in 64. Maybe, if we're lucky. But last time around, it didn't work. And the primary reason it didn't work last time around is because they tried to pick up everybody at once. And you can't pick everybody up at once because everybody's not in the same place. That you'll hurt your back. It takes a lot to do absolutely nothing.